coming
We've been
around.
sitting here for 20 minutes now.
They're coming around.
Or 15 minutes.
What
Yes.
side is she on?
She's right back here on your side.
You got your walker? No, I don't have anything. They sent me home in this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The ER sent me home in this. Where's your walker at? In the house. You got a walker? I don't know how you supposed to get you off the car. I don't know either. Wasn't
I know. I don't know why Lyft started, or emergency room started using Lyft.
This is
To send people. This is Lyft. Yes. I had to take somebody home one time before, and they were like on a walker, and they fell on me. Like, I'm not trained, to deal. And it's ridiculous. This is bad for her. This is bad for the driver. It is a lot.
I hear. Oops, sorry.
Sorry, her seatbelt is.
I have a charger here.
Her seatbelt is on. She can't get the seatbelt off.
Okay. But it's hooked to my charger's hooked to my
Oh, it's hooked on the seatbelt.
charger's hooked on the seatbelt.
Oh yeah,
She got
the nurse hooked the charger in.
I did not expect this at all.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
On this side, I don't know you supposed to. Lay on and lay back. Pull you a little bit, okay? Yeah. Drop down. This is ridiculous. You got room. I don't want to get the walking stick.
Finally. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, you got everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, bye. Bye. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You waited. The people here didn't even know that she was coming. People in the house, in this assisted living house or what have you, didn't even know that she was coming. She called people. People were asleep. This took about 15 to 20 minutes. We were out in the driveway. Excuse me. I don't know if you can see me or not. In her driveway, waiting for people to come out and get her. Because emergency rooms want to use Lyft. Emergencies want to use Lyft instead of an ambulance or an ambulance that is properly equipped, or a provider ride, or whatever type of transportation is equipped for people, for transporting people safely with disabilities. This is what they have to go through. I had somebody that was on a walker. Lyft expects you to be a STNA, nurse, home health aide, what have you. And I'm not properly trained to lift and help people walk that have disabilities, that are on walkers or are in wheelchairs. When I went to first pick Amy up, she was like, how are we supposed to do it? She's like, I wasn't expecting this. I hope you can see me right now on the screen. She was like, I wasn't expecting this. How am I supposed to get up in here? I can't walk. Lyft. Are you crazy? Emergency rooms at hospitals. Are you crazy? You're leaving me to be responsible for these people. And if something were to happen to her, if she was falling, I had to help her, I would have stayed right there. That's what happened to me last time. I waited with the person 45 minutes and it was chilly outside. It wasn't like wintertime and snow on the ground, but it was chilly outside, and it was an older gentleman. I got his walker out for him. We made it to his destination. He lived at an assisted living place. I got his walker out for him, helped him get out the car. I had to, maneuver his legs to get out of the car. I don't know the proper way and a safe way to move people like that. That have disabilities. You're concerned about whether you're gonna hurt the person or not, and you're really concerned. And you're concerned for yourself too, because people are so happy out here. I don't understand. Lyft does not protect you. If something were to happen to somebody with a disability and they were in my care and I'm not properly trained, is it right for me to get sued? Because people will do that. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to the person that with the disability that's getting picked up. She had to wait a long time. And then all of a sudden she's at the emergency room, you know, and this vehicle pulls up and she didn't even know till the vehicle pulled up, till the nurse told her, okay, your ride is here. She didn't even know that Lyft was going to be taking her home. Then we get to her place. First of all, then the address was wrong. So luckily I was able to edit it, because she wouldn't have been able to. She doesn't, with her motor skills and, you know, with her disability, she's not really able to manipulate a cell phone and put in, you know, go into the Lyft app. But she couldn't do it anyway because the hospital had ordered it. The hospital ordered the Lyft. So how was she supposed to edit the destination? Luckily, I was able to do it through the app because it was taking us to the wrong address. So we got the address right, got here. She said she called the people in the house that she stays at, you know, who assist her, and nobody was answering the phone. She's like, everybody's in their sleep. Nobody was answering the phone. So she had to call somebody else who was a manager who was not at the house. They in turn called people that were at the house, inside of the house, and they eventually came out. They knocked on my window like really, really hard. And I had to tell her, I'm telling you, your vehicle gets disrespected and dogged. Okay? She knocked on my vehicle real hard. I had to, you know, kind of correct her, like, please don't knock on my car window like that hard, like that. So she was asking me to back up some. So we had to wind up, or they had to wind up pulling her in getting her into the house through the garage. But as you can see, I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, Lyft, are you serious? You're going to put me through that, the driver? And when I say that, that doesn't mean that I don't have compassion for people and that I don't care. But then you're showing your lack of compassion for people. Then you're going to put her through that? People with disabilities have, like, people without disabilities, we have a responsibility for people with disabilities. And I'm not saying we're supposed to do every little thing and cuddle and baby them, but respect needs to be there in people being on time and providing the proper services and help that they need to be able to function as adults and just to be able to function. Lyft did not do that today. The ER at Southwest General did not do that this evening. And it's like you don't care about people, and you knew this was going to be like this. So one time, I mean, I'm not being condescending, but I pulled up to an ER. This was at Metro, and they tried to put a homeless person in my car. He was not in his right mind. He had an odor to him. His clothes were not clean, and his destination was Public Square. Just Public Square, because he's homeless. For those of you who don't know what Public Square is, that's in downtown Cleveland. It's a square, you know, with businesses and stores and shopping and restaurants around it. It's an open square. Public Square was his destination. So nobody cared. He was escorted out of the emergency room by 2 police officers to get into my car. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Lyft, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You owe her for her time. You owe me for my time. My vehicle was running the whole time. That's gas. That's wear and tear on my vehicle. That's wear and tear on my windshield wipers. It's snowing right now. It is snowing right now. You don't care about people. This is why I don't understand why people drive for Lyft. And you're probably wondering, well, why are you doing it? They were offering a bonus, and I was just going to do, you know, enough for the bonus and then stop. Just do a little bit and then stop. This is going to be my last time doing it. I was only doing it while I was waiting for another job to start up. It started, and this is my last time doing Lyft. I don't understand why people do Lyft. You don't make any money. You will be sacrificing your vehicle so that the people that are the owners of Lyft can get rich. They take half to less than half. They take less than half to half of the money that the passenger paid for the ride, and they don't have a vehicle to maintain. People that do Lyft are in denial about how much money you're bringing in. You're not making any money. You're not making good money. I know of people that were passengers and they got into the car and they used to be drivers, but they drove for Lyft for too long and took their cars away from them. One lady said she drove. Yeah, I drove until I couldn't drive anymore. So the money that you were bringing in from Lyft was not enough for you to get another car. That means Lyft is going to take your vehicle away from you. This is what Lyft survives off of. It survives off of newer people starting up, the turnover rate. People are going to do this long enough to see that it's crap and it's a crock. You don't make money. Your vehicle will be sacrificed. It will. The mileage is going to rack up. If you want to do this and live off of this and do this full time, that's a tank of gas a day. That's an oil change every other month. If you're doing this at nighttime, your headlights are on more often. You're going to have to replace your bulbs. Everything is wear and tear. The opening and closing of your car doors. People don't care. They will slam your car. Everything you have to deal with. Bed bugs. You think people with bed bugs are going to stay at home until the bed bug problem is taken care of? No, they're not. People will get into your car with whatever they have, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And they will not care. They will treat your car like public transportation and keep on going. Lyft will treat you like crap. They have like gold status and I forgot what it's before that. I think it's platinum status after that. But guess what your reward is for reaching gold status? All you get is more driver information. You get more passenger information, or you get more information. So basically, you're going to know where you're at. You're going to know what city you're in. Yes, the destinations that you go to, you are not going to know what city you're in. You're going to be in cities and places you've never been to before. You're not going to know what city you're in because the app won't tell you. This is absolutely ridiculous. Lyft owes people money. They owe people money. You will not be able to do this and live off of it. There are people that have full-time jobs and they do this, like on the side, so they don't really see it. But you don't make money doing this. One passenger had gotten in one time, and he said an Ivy League school, and I forgot what it was, did a study on Lyft, and they said that the drivers actually don't make any money. The wear and tear on your vehicle, the expenses of doing this outweigh the income. There is no income. Your income is gone before you make it. I'll say this: use Lyft for what it's worth. It's worth nothing. It's good for nothing. But if you have an unexpected bill come up, use it. If you need a quick $20, if you need a quick $100, a legal way to make $20 and $100, do it. But get in and get out. Do not do it for long. I don't know why people keep doing this. All these driver app jobs, I don't care what it is, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Uber, Lyft, you do not make money. There's a reason why taxis cost as much as they do. There's a reason why. I mean, this job, yeah, because, there's a vehicle to maintain. Excuse me if it seems like I'm all over the place. But you do not make money. Lyft will use and abuse you. And there's just too many things that can happen to you out here. I actually got assaulted by these two drunk girls that got into my car. They're drunk people. They're drunk people. The drunk people. You are not protected. Lyft tries to talk about safety. This is what they do. They do this and they do nothing. They're all talk. There is no safety. There is no safety with doing this. Lyft needs to provide vehicles. They need to provide the gas. They need to, or if they're not going to provide vehicles, you need to pay me enough to be able to maintain my vehicle, and then I should have enough money stashed away somewhere, enough money coming in to where I can save it so that I can have money to go towards another vehicle, because your vehicle will be gone in a year. Get a new car, your vehicle will be gone in a year, guaranteed. I've done this, sporadically, and I've done it like full time. It's 300 something miles every day. 6 days a week, you're going to have to do that. Get yourself, if you need some extra income, get yourself another job where your car stays parked in a parking lot. Because even when somebody's in your car, you're still like losing money. I mean, you're making money at that point in time, but you're still losing money because you're driving your car, and it's wear and tear on your car, and it's gas. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Another thing people don't know about Lyft and Uber is that you do not, let me just say about Lyft, I don't want to say something. Lyft, you do not make any money driving to the person. You only make money once you pick them up and then take them to their destination. To me, Lyft should be paying for that, and they know it. They should be paying for drivers being out here and driving around and being available to people, even when there's no passenger in their car. They know these things. People need to rise up and stand up. This is absolutely ridiculous, a ridiculous situation. It's unsafe. It's not profitable, and passengers get put in weird, uncomfortable situations, and so do drivers. I call this a pervert's paradise. It's terrible. I had to put a sign up in the back of my vehicle that says, "Do not ask driver for a date." I'm tired of the disrespect. People don't have integrity. They try to take advantage of the situation because nobody can hear what's going on. Nobody can hear. Nobody can hear what's being said in the vehicle, and people try stuff. People will try you. People will try you. I have plenty more stories that I can tell. I'm trying to keep this video short. I know it's not short right now, but at this point. But I just had to make this video and put it out here. Don't drive for Lyft. Don't drive for Instacart. Don't drive for DoorDash. Don't drive for Grubhub. Don't drive for Uber Eats. Whatever other driver app jobs there are out here. Be fair to yourself and treat yourself right, because they won't.